do a little step back in time, so to speak, type breakfast. Everyone knows I like things that are simple and easy, and by keeping it simple, you don't have to overthink things. You kind of can relax and just take things as they come. Being prepared is the most important thing. Knowing your environment and what to look for. It pretty much rained most of the night last night, so everything's wet, extremely wet. It wasn't a heavy rain, but we got a lot of rain, so everything's wet. But by knowing your environment and what to look for, I just walking around the property here this morning, I seen a lighter pine stump, fat wood stump, whatever you guys want to call it. So I shaved a few pieces off. Of course, I got some already processed, but we're going to do a little flint and steel fire. We're going to fry up a little bit of salt pork this morning, and we're even going to make some Yaupon tea and bake a little bannock. So stick with me. Hopefully it won't be too long of a video. If it is, it is. If it isn't, it isn't. It'll be alright. Stick with me. We'll get things started. Alright, I didn't take a whole lot of time to go out and saw or chop any kind of wood like that. I don't really see that as to be necessary. If I can't break it with my hands or break it over my knee, I don't need it. If I can't break it between two trees, I leave it lay right where it is. When you're especially when you're doing a cooking fire, you don't need a huge fire. You know, if even if you're out, you know, like I've said before, even if you're out doing an overnighter, you know, maybe you're out for 2 or 3 days, you don't need a huge fire. You know, if you can stay close to that fire, lay next to that fire, being small, you can lay next to the fire. That way you don't have to get out from under your blanket, or you're out of your sleeping bag, or however you're sleeping, and, you know, to add more wood to the fire. You know, if you have a humongous fire, you can't sleep too close to it. You can't have your gear too close to it. So now you're getting in and out of your bedroll, you know, trying to keep your fire going so you stay warm. If you have a small fire, a cooking size fire, then it's a lot easier to manage. You don't have to gather a whole bunch of wood, you know, and you know, people are going to argue about survival situations, this, that, and the other. So be it. You know, everybody has their own opinion, and that's cool. But anyway, like I said, we're going to do an 18th century style, I guess, type breakfast this morning. I got my fire kit right here. I got some lighter pine right here. So I got some more processed that I've already split up in there in the bag. I got my limbs over here, and dry limbs that I picked up. Well, they're not dry because they're soaking wet, but got some limbs that I picked up, char cloth, and dry grass. Dry grass. I mean, that's going to be number one tinder. You're gonna, you know, so number two tinder is my lighter pine. So first thing first, we're gonna get some stuff on the ground here as a base. Everything's wet. I don't know if you can see that or not, but everything is soaking wet. Here, let me adjust that camera down just a little bit. Everything's soaking wet, but let's see, too far away. All right, that'll work for right now. char cloth out of my tin here. Fire tube, you see that? Little cotton rope. This is easier to me, so I don't use this a whole lot. That's my emergency, just in case I run out of char cloth. I got my cotton rope with a charred end on it. Fire tube. Fold that char cloth over, and I lay mine on top of the stone. That's how I do it. Just like that. Some of my grass out here. Everything's wet. It's alright. Like I said, the humidity is extremely high. That's the thing about Louisiana, and that's the thing about creating fire. It's not always perfect every time. Pine sap. Chunk of pine sap. Everything's not going very well this morning. Like I said, everything's wet. More pine sap. Everything's wet. Everything's humid. But that's it's kind of all part of it. Expect the worst, hope for the best kind of thing. Okay, now these limbs were laying straight on the ground. So we're going to go to the very tops of them, get the smallest. Everybody has their own way about building fires, starting fires. But as long as I have the wood next to me, I don't need to have it already processed. I can process it as I go. Something like pine sap that you can extend your flame, something like ladder pine that you can extend your flame. That grass, even though it was dry, even though it had been in the house forever and dry, I guess just by walking out this morning, as humid as it is, it absorbed moisture. So, but you have to. Didn't think I was ever going to get that char to take spark, but that's part of it. my Stanley. Get my water on for my tea. And get my bread started. %100% whole, stone ground whole wheat. Pretty sure that's pretty much what they would have had back then. About a half a cup, give or take. A little bit of salt for flavor. Had to go gather some yaupon leaves for tea. You don't want to burn them, you just want to roast them. Save the rind for the dog. You see it? Where am I at? There I am. Real bacon. Salt cured, smoked. No need to refrigerate. '18th century style salt pork. Same thing a Revolutionary War or Civil War soldier would have carried in their haversack. Just like the wheat flour that I'm making the bannock out of. It's the same thing that might have been carried in their haversack. Fire's perfect for baking bread right now, but cooking that bacon might be a little challenge with flames that big. Watch it, watch it. Look, I have company. Look at there. I guess he came to have tea and bacon too, huh? Oh. Watch it. Bread looks done. Bacon fried up. He come running down that hill looking for me. Watch it. Watch it. No, sir. Battery's dying on my camera. I had to turn it off. as I like the Stanley. It comes with its own cup. Bannock and bacon and Yaupon tea. Breakfast. Alright, try to end this real quick because my camera just shut off because my battery's dead. Tells you how long I've been out here, right? Anyway, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to eat my bacon, I'm going to eat my bannock, I'm going to drink my Yaupon tea. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Appreciate you. Like and subscribe. And we'll see you out here next time.